Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make not one, but two super easy and super cute Easter bunny wreaths using the bunny wreath form from the Dollar Tree. Stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to make both of them. All right, friends, let us get started. So first off, you're going to need one of these bunny wreath frames. This came from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need some of this nautical rope. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. This nautical rope was in my crafting stash, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know exactly where it came from. I don't think it came from Dollar Tree. But anyway, and that's the bad thing, because I don't know exactly how much to tell you to get, because I don't know how much I'm going to use on this, and I don't know where this came from. Off the top of my head, I think this came from Hobby Lobby, okay? I do believe that that is where this came from, but you can get this at Dollar Tree and pretty much any other craft store. Even Walmart sells this stuff. So let's just cut off this end here that has the tape on it. Why? Because I can't find the other end that I've been working off of. I can't find it. It's somewhere, and it's bad when you lose your rear end. But anyway, I'm just going to measure this, and I'm measuring this to 6 inches. We're going to start with the ears. Okay, now the ears, the pieces that we cut for the ears, is going to be shorter than what we cut for the head down here. So we're just going to start with the ears. Like I said, I cut this to 6 inches, and then let's just fold that in half like so, okay? So now I'm going to be starting from the inside of the ear out, okay? So I'm just taking this, go from the inside of the ear, and then land the loop under the wire right there. Let's zoom in on that, okay? Have it land like that, and then I'm just going to pull the ends through that loop. And why am I starting from the inside and going outwards? Because I want this knot to show on the front, okay? You see what I'm talking about? It'll look like that otherwise. And then you're going to see the little gaps of the wire frame, okay? So I want it to be like that. Just try to pull that tight, okay? And then what we're going to do after we get done putting all this on the ears is then we're going to fray it out like so and make it look like that, okay? So let's zoom back out here. But basically what I'm going to do is just cut a bunch of 6-inch pieces, and then I'm going to work it around the ears, and I'm going to tell you how many pieces I use on the ears, and then we'll see how many I use on the head part here, and that can kind of give us an idea of how much you're going to need of the nautical rope, okay? So I'll be right back. All right, so let's talk about this one bunny ear here. So I picked this left ear to be sort of like the prominent ear, the ear that is going to come forward. Because if you can see here, now remember, we're going to unravel these and fluff them up, okay? But see, this ear here, you're not going to have room, really, to put the rope on both ears. And you're not going to see it anyway, so don't waste the rope. But anyway, now that I've gotten this one finished, we're going to start on the second one, and I'm going to just flip this up and probably start right about here. Okay, so you're not doing this whole entire ear. Let's say just move this up, and I'm going to start right about here, and then just go all the way up the ear, and then all the way down, okay? So let me work on that, and once I get both ears done, we'll come back and take a look. Okay, so the ears are done. I haven't fluffed them out yet. We'll do that later. So now we need to move on to the body. Now, for the body, where did it go? I just had one. Oh, I cut these pieces to 12 inches, okay? So 12 inches for these. And because I'm going to have some ribbon and flowers right up here, I'm not real worried at this exact moment about putting it right here. I might here in a little bit, but I'm afraid I'm going to run out of this rope, and I don't want to go to the store and buy any more. But anyway, your 12-inch pieces, and now we are going to go from the inside out, just like we did on the ears. Just reach through there, grab the ends, and just work it over so that the knot is at the very edge. Uh-oh, I bent it a little bit. I'm sorry, Mr. Bunny. All right, there we go. And then we're just going to slide that up like so. Like so, I'm going to have some flowers and stuff up here. But you're just going to do this all the way around this part, okay, to fill out the head. Or the body, because I'm going to put some little feet on it. And I keep calling it the head, but I'm going to put some little feet on it, because the one that I saw had some little feet on it, and I thought it was really cute. So that's what I'm going to do. But let's work the way around this part. That's what we'll just say right now, this part. So I'll do that, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have not gone through and fluffed out all of the nautical rope yet. But listen, I had another pack of nautical rope, but as you can see right here, it doesn't perfectly match this and is also like slightly whiter than this, but it's okay. I'm just trying to use what I have on hand. But I marked it down over here. You're going to need roughly 50 feet, okay? 50 feet of this white nautical rope. I just about yawned. But if you pack yours more tightly than mine, of course, you'll use more. If yours is spread more apart, then, of course, you will use less. But that just gives you a rough estimate of what you're going to use. So now, let me get... I have some flowers over here, some artificial flowers, and I have a bow. And let's kind of put all that together and see what it looks like. So let me get that up here on the table. Okay, so for the bow, this is my easy no-tie bow. Y'all have seen me make this bow a gazillion times. If you haven't actually watched me make it, I do have a separate video for my no-tie bow. Look down in the description box, and I will also pin a comment showing you how to make this. I know it's flat and raggedy looking right now, but I don't even bother fluffing it out or anything until I actually get it on my project and get it, you know, where I want it and get it fastened down. Then I go back and I fluff it out. But for this, and I measured about how big I wanted it. Let's put this here. And I think that'll look good right there. And I know that you can see this wire right here, but it's okay because here in a minute, I'm going to be putting some flowers on here. And it's going to cover all that up. Now for the flowers, I just got these at Walmart this morning. So I thought they were really pretty and I got glue all over me. But I'm just going to take these and I'm going to cut off a few of the bundles. See, I'm just kind of, let's get this out of the way. I'm kind of like moving the leaves up there and then cutting off some of these bundles. Now you can glue these down if you want to. I do have some floral wire over here and that's what I'm going to be using, but use whatever you want to use to hold it down. All right, so let's get this. Where did it go? I lied. No, I had it. I lost it. Hold on. I have it. All right, my floral wire. All right. So let us cut off a few pieces here. Here we go. All right, here we are. I'm just going to cut off a few. All right, and let's see about where we want these flowers to be. So this is going to be the bow right here. Let's see. So we could just kind of put these. I'm just going to kind of put it around like so, I guess. Well, that looks cute to have the flowers coming out of the top like that. And then I can put some right here, and I'll just put some right there. Okay? I like that. I like that just like that. If you don't like it, then guess what? Don't do it. Do something else. I'm just giving you a basic idea here. But just take the flowers there, and then I'm just going to take this wire and kind of just run it through. You see like where those leaves are right there? I'm just going to run it through right there. And then I'm just going to run the wire through here. No, you know what? Let's put it right there. My little boy is in the next room and he's got a cold. Bless his heart. These kids have been through a lot lately. They really have. And I'm just going to take this, and then you don't knock over your iced coffee that you have sitting on the back of your table here. And I'm just going to take this and just twist it. Okay? Twist it, twist it, twist it, just to hold it in place. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the other bundles of flowers, and I will trim off the ends, of course. I'm just trying to get everything into place and fastened down. So let me work on that, and I'll be back. Okay, so all of the flowers are wired down, and now all that you do, and you'll see in the video when I make this bow, when you wrap around the middle part of the bow, you just put a piece of wire straight through it before you glue the centerpiece down. And then that gives you something, you know, that you can use to attach it. So now, and it's hard to see on camera because I have to flip-flop this back and forth. And after I attach the bow, I will go back and I will fluff these out. And I'm going to finish fluffing the ears. But you just take the wire on the bow, wrap it around your wreath frame here. And then that is going to hold it down. I think I'm going to put it right down here. So the tails come down and kind of fill in this empty space. Now, how do you hang this? I'm just going to take a piece of the floral wire, make a loop, and then you can twist it around the back of the wreath frame. Somewhere on the back, however you want to hang it, but that's the way that I'm going to do it, okay? But anyway, I'm going to wire this down, fluff up the ears, and that will be that. All right, y'all, moving on to bunny number 2. Of course, you're going to need another one of the bunny wreath frames from Dollar Tree. And let's just cut this tag off here. Now, for the yarn that I'm going to be using for this is the Loopy yarn, okay? Now, I had gotten this on clearance. This was at Joann's, okay? And it was just in a bag. It didn't have a label on it. But at Joann's, and you can get it at Hobby Lobby, pretty much anywhere that carries yarn, it's this Loopy yarn, okay? And you're only going to need one skein of this, okay? It's not going to take much to cover this wreath frame. So I'm just using one skein. I've done this previously, and so I can kind of tell you how much yarn to use. I kind of know that right now. So anyway, first off, what we're going to do is, let's work on the bottom part here. And we're just going to be wrapping the entire thing with this yarn. Let's bring it around town. All right. Let's just put some glue right there. Okay. And I'm just going to... Oh my gosh, I think there's a cough drop stuck to the bottom of my glue gun. Did y'all see that? I wonder if y'all saw that on camera. But anyway, that was funny. I had a cough drop in my mouth, and then I took it out. And I just stuck it right there. Okay, so let's see where the end of this is. And I'm just going to ball this up. And then all you're going to do is just wrap it around. Wrap it around. Nothing complicated here. Just kind of press it over, and then I'm just going to wrap it around until I have the whole of this bottom part covered. Okay, so I've gotten all the way around, and I just glued down the end here. Kind of make sure that that's stuck in place before we move on. Okay, so now I have the remainder of this skein here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the ears. So let's just bring this, this is the back. And I'm just going to bring this, let's see. Let's just glue it down right here. Just glue it down wherever you can see fit to glue it down. This Loopy yarn, sometimes it's a little bit hard to work with because it's like, oh, where do I put some glue? All the loops are sticking up everywhere. And it kind of obscures where it starts and stops. But we're going to be putting something up here. I don't know what I want to put on here, if I want a bow or just some flowers. I don't know yet. We'll see once I get to that point. But now all I'm going to do is just wrap the ears this way. You could wrap the whole entire ear if you wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm just going to go around and around and wrap it like so, okay? And this is going to take me a moment. So I'm just going to wrap all the way around. Then when I get down here, I'll probably glue it down just to hold it in place. So, you know, if it lets loose or something, or if I drop it or something, it's not all going to unravel and unwrap. Because I have had that problem before. You don't want that problem. It's a problem. But I'm just going to wrap the ears like so, and then glue down the end, and then start on the next ear. And once all that is done, we'll come back and take a look. Okay, so let's take a look right quick at what I'm doing here, because I thought this might be better. You can see I've already wrapped this ear here. And now when I got to the point where the ears are really close together, I'm just kind of wrapping it around this way. That way it'll bring the yarn, it'll bring the yarn down and give me the ability to wrap this area down here. Hold on, I'm getting tangled up. This yarn gets tangled really easily, so keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. All right. Okay, so now I'm just going to wrap it this way. And let's just bring that over this way. Okay, just slide that yarn over here. Okay, so now that I've worked my way over, now I'm going to start here and work my way up and then back down, and I'll stop when I get right here to where I had wrapped those ears together. I'll stop when I get there, okay? So I'm just going to wrap my way back up this ear. Okay, so I am done with this yarn here. So let's just kind of fluff this up. And I'm just going to kind of turn this to where you can see it better. And I'm picking up particles from my daggone table. But look at these bunny paws. Are these not cute? Printed felt bunny paws. And these came from Dollar Tree. You get 10 in a pack, which I think is a pretty daggone good deal. So let's open this up here. And let's see. Okay, so these are stiffened felt. They're not, you know, they're not floppy. So let's get these out, okay? And put them back in their little package here and then throw it over there. So, oh, that's cute. Okay, that'll work. So I thought we could just glue some like so. Now, I had seen one made with yarn, and these are just pom-poms, okay? This was just a craft kit, and it has a few different sizes of pom-poms. This is a pretty fluffy one here. So let's use that one. It's one of the larger ones of the pack. Okay, and we could put that right there for a tail. But anyway, let's take a look at this. And I'm just going to take my hot glue here, and I'm just going to put a line. I don't want to pile up a whole bunch of hot glue on here, because I don't want it to show through the front, which I don't think it will. But, you know, sometimes Dollar Tree items can be a little on the thin side, so I want to be extra careful. So let's see where this other one is going to go. Let's go ahead, and throw his tail in the floor. That's what we can do. All right, so let's stick that right there. Okay, there's the tail. And there's his little feetsies. And I'll put some more glue here. Uh-oh. I didn't mean for all that glue to come out. I did not. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of, I'm not pressing really hard. That glue is going to adhere to that yarn just fine. Now let's hold this up and see if it's kind of even. And I think it is. All right, so there's that. Now let me see what I want to do for a bow. Okay, I have a bunch of different kinds of ribbon, and this all came from Dollar Tree, okay? So because this is kind of raggedy and rusticy looking, how about we do like a messy bow? And let me get all these cut open first. There we go. Now, for messy bows, because you don't have any loops on them or anything, pretty much the width that you cut your ribbon, that's going to be the width of your bow. So let's see about how wide, stop it, I would want this. And I think that looks okay. So let's just cut that right there, or close to it. And now I'm just going to cut a bunch of strips, roughly that same width. They don't have to be perfect, because like I said, this is a messy bow. And if it was perfect, then it wouldn't be messy, right? So I'm just going to cut a handful of strips of all of these different types of ribbon that I have. I don't know if I want to do the really, really wide ribbon. I don't know if I want to do that. Stop. I might leave that one out of it and just use the thin ribbon, which I think might be best. But let me just cut a bunch of these and we'll come back and take a look. All right, yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that really wide ribbon. I think I'm just going to use this. So now I have a long piece of ribbon, and I'm just going to lay that here, like with a pretty side down. Now just take your ribbon and just like layer it, okay? Just layer it. Like I said, I have kind of like the pretty side facing down so that when I tie it, the knot will be at the back. But you just kind of lay it however you want to lay it. When you tie the knot, it's all going to anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, if it was perfect, then it wouldn't be called a messy bow. So don't worry about it. Some of you people, you know, are worrying, you know, if their crafts are coming out perfect. Honey, it ain't going to be perfect. Don't worry about it. Just driving yourself nuts. Alright, so I'm just laying all these down there. Okay, now I'm just going to pick up the big piece of ribbon and I'm just going to tie a knot. And when you tie a knot, then it's going to kind of squish the ribbons in the middle, of course. And they'll kind of fan out a little bit. You just got to kind of, once you get to this point, just kind of hold it and tighten it up. Okay, and you see how it all just fans out here? Okay. And I'm just going to tie this again. And then we'll just trim off that excess there. That looks good. I said, don't worry about it. I ain't worried. Okie dokie. So now I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to glue that right there. Okay. Just trying to make this one as fast and easy and simple as possible. Now, once your glue sets up, then you can fan this out, you know, however you want it. But anyway, just a really super easy bow. And this is a really good bow to use like all your ribbon scraps. If you're like me, you got a mason jar or a big old freezer Ziploc bag full of ribbon scraps. And these are really good bows to use that up. Anyway. Okay, there we are. All right. Super easy, right? Super easy. Now, how do you hang this? Like I said in the first part of the video, you could take a piece of wire and just loop it around here and hang it up, loop it around the bottom, like at the base of the ears here. Just wherever you want to put a piece of wire, just make a loop, fasten it to your frame, and use that to hang it. But anyway, this is the second one. So, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you would, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.